A senior, number 21, Michael Martinez. A junior, number 24, Jorge Valdez. And a sophomore, number 3, Omar Martinez. Mr. Mark De Hoyos, the head coach for your Bulldogs. And playing before you as the home team, we have the Knippa Rock Crushers. Their starting five, a junior, number 3, Danny Garza. A freshman, number 5, Cameron Santos. A junior, number 10, Ryan Santos. A sophomore, number 23, Javi Quiroga. And a senior, number 42, John Ruiz. The head coach for your Rock Crushers, Mr. Ernest Ortiz.
All right, game number 2 for the Saturday. Day number 3 is up. Shows Pryor Bulldogs and the Knippa Rock Crushers. Pryor fell to Lakey 30-59. They lost their first round game to Utopia 29-36, and Knippa fell to Brackett 35-50, and then by 4 they fell to Nueces County 56-52. And Pryor will be the visiting team in their maroon uniforms with white trim, and Knippa will be the home team with the white uniforms and purple trim. So we'll be going left to right for Knippa and right to left for Pryor, and there's the tip controlled by the Bulldogs. So Knippa in a 2-3 zone to start out this contest, and ball swung to the near side. Back into the short corner, long 3, and rebound, jump ball. So possession now after the jump ball goes back to Knippa. Coming across will be Quiroga for Knippa, back to the short corner. Far side skip pass with 2-3 zone by Pryor. Into the paint goes Garza, and the ball is knocked out of his hands. By Pryor. Inbound to Ryan Santos. He tries to penetrate the top of the zone, gets it back into the short corner. Quiroga puts it up and under, and he's going to have a foul. Foul's called on Omar Martinez. So Javi Quiroga to the line for 2. And Javi knocks the first one down. Second is on the way, and it's good for Javi Quiroga from Knippa. So 7:11 to go in the first quarter for the opening stanza of the boys. Nice low block entry for Omar from Pryor, but a rebound to John Ruiz. Ball into the hands of Ryan Santos, comes across the timeline. There's a steal by Pryor. Abel Longoria. Longoria sets it up top to Joel Martinez, back over to the top to the big man. George Valdez puts up about a 13-footer, in and out, rebound to Javi Quiroga. So Cameron Santos up top with the basketball. So Santos up top, 2-3 zone by Pryor with Martinez and Longoria up top. And there's a long 3. And that results in a dead ball. So that's a jump ball possession on that one. So going to Pryor. And have a drive down in the short corner, but it's picked off by Ruiz for Knippa. Santos with the run. Got other Santos on the right side, but he couldn't handle it, and he's called for the violation. So coming over to George, gets into the paint, short corner, skip pass. Nice runner, and it's off the glass, deflected back into the hands of Lopez, and knocked out of bounds. Stays in possession of the Bulldogs. So Knippa 2, Pryor 0, yet to get on the board with 5:39 to go in the first quarter. Drive by Michael Martinez. He kicks it back up to Joel Martinez. Knippa 2-3 zone. Quiroga and Santos up front with Ruiz, Garza, and Cameron Santos. There's a nice board by Cameron Santos, freshman, pushing the ball down the floor. Swings it over to Quiroga. Five minutes to go. Quiroga getting a screen and roll from Danny Garza. And Ryan Santos back up top. Quiroga thought about a long three, but put it back down on the floor, and the ball's going to be stolen by number 2, Joel Martinez. So 4:44 to go. Still 2-0. Knippa up on top. Screen to the short corner. Pass deflected by Danny Garza. He comes up with the steal for Knippa. There's Garza, long three, in and out, and nice hustle play by Santos to try to get a rebound, but it's knocked off of George Valdez. So Valdez and Martinez down low, along with Omar Martinez. So Michael Martinez, Omar Martinez, and Valdez, the backside of the 2-3 for the Bulldogs. 4:20 to go in the first quarter. Quiroga, again, three-point line look. Nice closeout by Knippa. Oh, nice feed down to Ruiz. But the big man in the middle, Valdez, caused some problems. Valdez up top on the wing. And driving into the paint is going to be Abel Longoria. Swings it out to Michael Martinez. And there's Ruiz in the paint. Valdez gets in the middle, and he's deflected by John Ruiz in the middle. Santos drives, gets it up into the paint, and it's up and in for 2. Knippa 4. Pryor nothing. 3:34 to go. Nice transition D by the Crushers. Joel Martinez swings it back out to Abel Longoria. Long three. George Valdez. Ball comes up into the hands of Ruiz for Knippa. Back over to Quiroga and Danny Garza, and he's going to put the ball on the floor, drives hard to the paint, puts it up, and it's off. The big hands of George Valdez, 6'5", caused problems there, and it's deflected into the hands of the Bulldogs. Nice defense by the big man at 6'5", the junior from Pryor. Martinez comes across the timeline, gets it over to Valdez. 2-3 zone, back up top to Valdez. He can shoot the three. He hit a couple yesterday, and almost that same location he's receiving the ball now. So he is a threat that's being closed out on by Ryan Santos. There's a three on the opposite corner, and knocked it down is number 5, Abel Longoria, junior guard. 3-point shot. So it's 4-3 in favor of the Rock Crushers. Santos with the ball up top, Quiroga to the left, and Cameron Santos to his right. Ruiz, the high post, backside is going to be Danny Garza for Knippa. Ball swung across to Quiroga. He thinks about it, but 21, Michael Martinez is closing out on him. Eventually, he'll probably go around him or pull up the three, so we'll see what happens. Santos back up top to the other Santos, and swinging it. He's got a good look at it. He lets it go, and it looks good. Oh, came out long. Good release and arc on the ball, just a little bit too far over, and there's the big man, Valdez, for Pryor with the rebound. 1:55 to go, under 2 minutes. Knippa 4, Pryor 3 in the opening round for the boys action from the 62nd Annual High School Basketball Invitational Tournament. Valdez gets into the paint. He's going to get held. Drop to the low block by Ruiz. Ruiz picks up the foul, the senior, but Valdez had some good drop steps yesterday when he got the ball at the high post and rolled low to the block. And he's got a good touch for a big man. So the first one just barely drew the net, but under the net. So entering the ball now is Johnny Redding. Sophomore replaces the lone senior for Knippa, John Ruiz. Second shot by Valdez on the way. Looks good, and it is. So Pryor 4 and Knippa 4 with 1:40 to go in the first quarter. Woo. Santos drives into the paint, and Valdez there to cause problems with a bad pass. And Javi Quiroga stays in possession of Pryor. Omar Martinez with inbound duties. Fires the ball into Michael, and he puts up a shot and is off into the hands of Ryan Santos. Over to Cameron Santos. Redding in the short corner right side. Now he clears out and making way for Garza on the backside. Quiroga, he's going to launch one. There it is. Finally, he's got to look at one, and he up and out. And there's the big man, Valdez. A correction, that one is actually Omar Martinez with the hops. He's at 6'4". He's a little bit taller than, or shorter. We have a 6'5" and a 6'4" for Pryor on the floor at this time. And Valdez couldn't handle it. Lost it between the fingers. 51 seconds to go in the first quarter from LaForge Hall Gymnasium. It's opening day, or the day 3, the opening round for the boys on the consolation side. And Santos Knippa putting their pressure up now. And Pryor Martinez flips it over to Valdez. And he's got nice move into the paint. Puts it up and in is Valdez. Nice spin move by the big man. Pressure being applied by Knippa. So Pryor takes the lead now 6-4 with 21 seconds to go in the first quarter. Back over to Santos to Quiroga. Redding, a long three, and that's going to be off into the hands of Michael Martinez. 11 seconds coming across the timeline as Joel Martinez swings it over to Michael Martinez. Fires it deep into the corner. 4 seconds. Runs into the paint. Puts it up and in. Is good for Pryor. So at the buzzer at the end of the first quarter is going to be Pryor Bulldogs 8 and the Knippa Crushers 4. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, we're back to start the second quarter of the boys' side of the consolation bracket. It's the 10 o'clock game. The Pryor Bulldogs and the Knippa Rock Crushers. And quarter number 2 is underway for game number 2 of day 3 from the Forge Hall Gymnasium. Yesterday, we had the little sharpshooter, number 2, Tyler Suarez, freshman. He can fling it. And also entering the game for the first time is going to be number 12, Reed Willis. He's got a good stroke on the ball, too. Speaking of, he launches the first one, and it's in and out, and rebound by Santos. Good job on the boards against the big guys. Another look at the 3. That looks good. And it, hit the front of the iron. You're going to have a jump ball between Ryan Santos and the big man, Valdez. Goes into possession of the Bulldogs, but Knippa's going to be with pressure defense. So Pryor sits up in the press break in the box. Set up. Trying to work the ball across the timeline is Martinez. And we got a trap in the corner. Valdez gets the ball in the roll. He gets into the paint. Nice skip pass over to Michael Martinez, but he couldn't handle it. Actually was deflected by Omar Martinez. Nice read by Valdez to skip it to the backside with that pressure coming up. But the turnover Reed Willis. Reed Willis and Michael Martinez with the deflection and the steal. He's got help on the backside. Nice skip pass over to his teammate. And he puts it up and negated by Santos from Knippa. Ball back up top. We're going to launch a long three. That's going to be way short off the glass into the hands of number 3, Omar. And he gets fouled and going to be called, I believe, on number 2, Tyler Suarez. But Omar Martinez is going to earn 2 from the charity stripe. And Omar Martinez puts the first one up. We have a sub coming in for the shooter. So Reed Willis on the right side, flanked over by Suarez into the paint. And there's the little man with the long three, and it's out. Nice hustle by Knippa. Cameron Santos saved it. Reed Willis back to the corner, over to Suarez, reading in the right-hand corner. Gets the ball, swings it back up top with 6 minutes and 18 seconds. Knippa 4, Pryor 9. Pryor's got a lot more length than Knippa does. Redding with a shot. It's going to be short. It's actually off the back of the side of the backboard. So coming into the contest is going to be Camilo Pontillo. Camilo Portillo's correction. Replacing Omar Martinez for the Bulldogs. So pressure defense. Full court being applied by Knippa. Balls comes across the timeline for Pryor is Abel Longoria, and ball deflected out of bounds. George Valdez swings it back up top. Valdez now at the high post, elbow extended. He swings it over to the short corner. And Joel Martinez, negated from a short corner opportunity, swings it back out, resets with 5:43 to go in the second quarter. The Prior's in control 9-4. Valdez, pump fake, and gets it down to Michael. He brings it back up top. Now Valdez switches and goes down to the low block into the corner. Michael Martinez cuts into the paint, puts up a runner off the glass. It's good. So Martinez knocks it down, giving Pryor 11-4 for Knippa with 5:15 to go. Redding in the far right side corner, back out to Santos. Swings it up to Cameron, back up top again. Nice pressure by the Bulldogs on the 2-3 zone with the big man. Valdez in the middle, short corner goes to Redding. He puts it up and stepped out to the three-point line and knocked it down, the three-pointer. First three-pointer of Saturday for the boys. Knippa 7, Pryor 11. With 4:52 coming across the timeline is Abel Longoria.
Move by 5'9", going in there with the land of the trees at 6'2". So the second, or the and one is good. So he completed the three-point play the old-fashioned way, as I call it. 4:20 to go. Knippa's trailing by 1 now. Pryor 11, Knippa 10. There's a screen as they come across the timeline into the hands of Camilo Portillo. Swings it out to the big man Valdez, and that's going to be way off. Into the hands of number 5, Cameron Santos. Going to be fouled by number 12. Camilo Portillo with the foul. So Danny Garza's coming in for Ryan Santos. So Quiroga swings it out to Reed Willis. Long three ball. and he knocked it down. It was about 22 foot out. He was way out there, even past the college three-point line. So Knippa taking the lead, 13-11. Pressure defense has changed the tempo a little bit for Knippa. And we have a swing pass over to number 12, Camilo, into the big man George, and he tried to fire, no look, dropping to the backside. Ball swung to the short corner, Danny Garza, and he penetrates, gets it into Santos in the paint. He kicks it back out. Quiroga, oh, nice hesitation, puts it up and under, and he knocked it down. Nice move, got him up past the three-point line. He walked off the three-point line, stepped under it, and knocked it down. So Javi Quiroga for 2, 15-11 for Knippa. And there's a steal, but Cameron just punched it out of bounds. But up-tempo by Knippa has caused a little change. Getting some transition buckets for them and knocked down a three. Didn't hurt him either. So coming across the timeline is Pryor. Swinging it back to the far side. Long three-point shot, and it's good by Camilo Portillo for Pryor. So Pryor now down by 1, 14-15 with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Santos back over to the little man, Reed Willis. And we're going to have a turnover. So backcourt violation. So 15-14. Knippa up. Abel Longoria coming into the game for George Valdez. Swinging it to the far side, Abel Longoria puts up another three, and it's off. Nice hustle between Quiroga and Portillo. Portillo comes up with it, swings it back to Michael, back over to Portillo. Michael puts up a runner in the paint and deflected into the hands of Tyler Suarez, the freshman for Knippa. He's pushing the ball, swings it over to Reed Willis. Another long three from about 22, and it's in and out, deflected into the hands of Michael Martinez for the Bulldogs. 2:15 to go in the first half. Knippa 15, Pryor 4. It's been a back and forth game on both sides, and we're having pressure defense. And nice hustle. Shot by number 12, Camilo Portillo. Michael Martinez puts up a shot, and it's off. And nice board by Danny Garza. Been doing a good job at the tournament, crashing the boards offensively and defensively. Oh, nice move. Cameron Santos saw Michael stepping out to draw the charge and just Euro stepped around the side and knocked it down for 2. 17-14, Knippa pressure defense. Swung the game a little bit. Oh, Michael Martinez for Pryor, Euro step himself, and nice move. So Michael Martinez, the senior for, and there's the little man again, Cameron Santos. There's Michael Martinez for Pryor. He comes across the timeline, flips it over to Camilo Portillo. He's got help on the backside, swings it to the short corner, sets it back up top with 1 minute to go. Knippa 19, Pryor 16. Swings it out to the corner, and not a good shot came off for Omar, off his fingertips. And there's Santos again, and there's Suarez, and he had a chance for the and one, but he missed it. First shot's up, and it's off. We got a sub coming in. George Valdez is coming in for Omar Martinez. So Michael Martinez and George Valdez underneath, along with Joel Martinez for Pryor as they're administering the second free throw to Tyler Martinez with Danny Garza and Javi Quiroga for Knippa, but the shot was good, so it wasn't needed. So Javi Quiroga coming out and Ryan Santos coming in. So Santos and Reed Willis up front with the pressure, and then the 2-2 across the timeline. Actually, Quiroga stayed in with Danny Garza, and deep is John Ruiz for Knippa. 45 and some change. And Quiroga comes up with a steal. Javi's going to go into the paint, puts it up, and he's going to draw contact on the big man. George Valdez called for the foul. Smart move by Quiroga to draw contact on him, knowing he's trying to make the block. So Knippa changing up and putting the press, picked up the tempo for them, and they like to run and gun on the transition, and it's worked here to start halfway through the end of the second quarter. Javi missed the first one. So Liam Boone comes in for Reed Willis. Javi's second shot is off into the hands of Joel Martinez. 30 seconds to go, and the pressure being applied by Knippa, and we're going to have a foul called on Ryan Santos. So 23 seconds to go, 5 fouls on the Pryor team and the team for Knippa with 3, so we'll be out of the bonus. But 22 seconds to go as Joel Martinez comes across over to George Valdez. He gets into the short corner, drives into the paint, tries the spin move, but nice defense by Boone. Into the hands of Javi Quiroga. 10 seconds, comes across the line, looks at a 3, thought about it, dishes it to Reese in the paint, and is blocked by Valdez. 4 seconds, coming across, long baseball pass. Oh, he shoots a long shot and it hit the college scoreboard as time expires. Halftime score, Knippa 20, La Pryor 16. I'm Jesse Rubio from Southwest Texas Junior College, 62nd Annual Basketball Invitational Tournament. We'll be back in 8 minutes. Thank you for tuning in. All right, second half underway from the Forge Hall Gymnasium, Southwest Texas Junior College. Knippa going now from right to left, home team. Redding drives into the paint, puts up a shot, and rebounded by Michael Martinez for Pryor, the Bulldogs. So pressure defense still being applied by Knippa. What you got? What was the horn for? Oh, the auto, okay. So I have a traveling violation. Reed Willis back over to Santos. Back down to Santos, and Reed had trouble handling that one. Michael Martinez for Pryor. Knippa's 1-2-2 press, waiting for him to come across the timeline, and they have a block called on Ryan Santos. Pryor, Joel Martinez, steal by Cameron Santos. Cameron up and in. Cameron Santos, freshman, knocks it down 22-16 for Knippa. Ever since they switched into this press, they took the lead after being down by as much as 6, and there's a turnover. Santos comes across the timeline, long three-pointer. It's Redding with the rebound. And Redding again gets his own putback, and he's going to be fouled. Fouls on George Valdez. Johnny Redding, sophomore, knocked it down. First free throw. Second one's going to be on the way. And it's up and in. 24 for Knippa to 16 for Pryor. 6:40 to go in the third quarter. Pressure defense being applied. Waiting for that timeline entry, and he comes across, and they're going to trap him. And ball swung over to the near side to Omar Martinez, gets into the paint to George Valdez. He puts up a runner. Redding with the rebound for Knippa. Ball swung over to Suarez in the corner. He gets in the short corner paint, puts up a shot. Oh, the big man. A teardrop for the little guy. He came out of his shoe. He had some hops, and he came out of his shoe. So Tyler Suarez drove along the baseline and put up a good floater, knocked it down. So Javi Quiroga comes in and replaces him as he's getting his shoe back on. Across the timeline, Joel Martinez, and Ryan Santos picks up his third, and Danny Garza is going to come into the game. So 26-16. 5:54 to go in the third quarter. Pryor controlling the ball. Martinez up top to the near side. Abel Longoria, short corner, going into the hands of Omar Martinez, and he lost control. Here comes Reed Willis, swinging it to Cameron Santos. Oh, nice feed down to the block. Nice block by Omar Redding, negated Johnny Redding, but Redding comes back with a steal. He flips it up to Javi Quiroga. Oh, nice move but he got called for the walk. Joel Martinez swings it back out to Michael Martinez, and their side is Abel Longoria. And he swings it over into the corner, and there's the trap, and there's the turnover. Ever since Knippa went into this pressure defense, Pryor hasn't been able to counter it, and that's caused the 10-point difference in the game. So Liam Boone comes in for Johnny Redding. Javi Quiroga to the near side is Reed Willis, skips it back out to Liam Boone. High post is going to be Cameron Santos. Javi's shot is off of the hands of Cameron Santos, trying to get the offensive board. So Javi Quiroga up front with Reed Willis in the middle, and Cameron Santos and Liam Boone in the middle, and back deep is Danny Garza for Knippa. And there's another turnover. LaPryor keeps going to the corner, and they're waiting on that trap, are the Rock Crushers, and you can hear Coach saying if they get it to the middle, they're going to break the press. 4:50 to go in the third quarter, 26-16. Quiroga back over to Reed Willis, to the near side to Boone, swings it back over to Willis up top. He thought about a three, looked at it, nice high post entry. Oh, nice move into the paint. Cameron Santos, a freshman. Causing havoc in the paint. Michael Martinez picks up his second personal, second team foul. Knippa also has 2 team fouls. Cameron Santos' shot is in and out. And the second is good. So 27 Knippa, 16 LaPryor with 4:30 to go in the third quarter. Joel Martinez comes across, or tries to come across the timeline. Knippa's pressure defense, Reed Willis. Oh, nice screen. Finally got it to the middle. Nice job by Boone and Quiroga. Michael Martinez for Knippa goes in the short post corner, and he's short. Rebound by LaPryor, kicked it out. And Michael Martinez, he gets into the paint, puts up about a 6-footer and knocked it down. Nice floater by Michael Martinez, the senior post player from LaPryor. Tyler Suarez ready to check in for Knippa. There's Liam Boone, looks for a three, and he's short into the hands of Omar Martinez. And there's a long swing pass and knocked out of bounds by Cameron Santos. Nice hustle play by Cameron. So Tyler Suarez in for Reed Willis for Knippa. He places him up top on the 2-3 with Javi Quiroga. Oh, and there's Javi with the steal on the deflection. Oh, nice move to get in the paint. Tried to save it, but he was out of bounds. 3:33 in the third. LaPryor 18, Knippa 27. Oh, and there was a kick. Boone comes up with the steal into the hands of Suarez. He's going to dish, but he runs into trouble. Oh. What a spill. Tyler Suarez, and coming in sub for LaPryor is going to be George Valdez for Omar Martinez. Nice ball handling there by Joel Martinez to get through that press. Michael Martinez in the short corner. Ball's knocked out of his hand. Stays in possession of Pryor. Long three by Pryor. No rotation. The ball was flat. No backspin on it. So Javi Quiroga coming down the near side volleyball line. Stops at three-point line extended over to Liam Boone. Oh, nice feed to Santos in the paint. And he's going to draw contact. George Valdez is going to pick up, I think it's his third foul. So third foul called on George Valdez. Javi inbounds the ball to Suarez and knocks down the three from the corner. And that's what he did yesterday. He had about 4 in one game. 2:33 to go. Knippa has opened up a 12-point lead. Michael Martinez for Pryor has the ball, swings it back out over to Martinez. Gets it down into the low post to Valdez. He swings it back out to Joel. Back into George Valdez. He got away with a push. And Abel Longoria pulls up at about a 14-footer, and he's in and out, gets his own rebound, goes into the paint, and is going to be held by Liam Boone. Swinging it up top to Pryor into the paint. And a nice little runner. Knocks him down for 2 is Joel Martinez. So 1:52 to go. 10-point lead for Knippa, 30-20. Suarez, long three again. Bang, it's good. Just talked about it. Told you earlier he knocked about 4 down in one game. He's now up to 2 here in this game. Got good catch and release. Once he catches it, he lets it fly. And pressure defense by Knippa. Nice hustle there by Danny Garza. Knocked it off of the hands. Nice hustle by Danny Garza to cause out-of-bounds opportunity for Knippa on that pressure defense. Quiroga inbounds to Ryan Santos. Into Redding, down to Ruiz. There's Michael Martinez for Pryor with the steal. Joel Martinez, he's coming across the timeline. There's Abel Longoria. He gets into the paint. Nice dish to Valdez, but he comes up short. Johnny Ruiz rebound for Knippa. 1 minute to go in the third. Suarez thought about it. He swung it back out top to Santos. And Suarez has it with 54 seconds to go. They're setting it up top. Redding at the high post elbow by himself. Sings it back up top over to the corner near side to Javi Quiroga. Swing long skip pass to Suarez. Nice feed down into the low block to Redding. But he couldn't finish. George Valdez with the rebound. Nice pressure defense. Causing havoc for Pryor. 31.61. Knippa 33 and Pryor 20 with 31.6. Javi Quiroga gets the ball inbounds. Camilo Portillo called for the foul with 26.47. Ruiz gets it, swings it out of the corner. Javi, long three, looks good. Bang, it went in. 36 for Knippa to 20 for Pryor. Knippa kids can shoot the 3 ball. And pressure defense again causes another turnover. And Reed Willis is going to come in for Ryan Santos. We have 7.8 seconds left to go.
Domino, down in the middle. Roll it. Let's go, push. Middle. 3, outside.
Redding, long 3. Oh, he almost got it. Went off the backboard. Would have been about a 24-footer. So at the end of the third quarter, 36 for Knippa and 20 for La Pryor. We'll be back in about 60 seconds from LaForge Hall Gymnasium. All right, fourth quarter underway, and Danny Garza comes up with the steal for Knippa. He's pushing the tempo, and there's Suarez. Oh, nice move, but he called with the travel. So Knippa going to stay in that pressure defense, waiting for you to come across the timeline. And Santos swings the ball over to Valdez, and George gets it to roll. So 22-36 for Knippa with 7:19 to go in the fourth quarter. Tyler Suarez in the corner up top, going to Ryan Santos. Swings it over to Reed Willis, and it went off his fingertips. So Knippa in their pressure defense waiting on La Pryor to come across the timeline. Joel Martinez splits the defender, swings it out to number 3, Omar Martinez, and his shot's up, and it's off into the hands of Cameron Santos. He's going to go coast to coast, and the ball's knocked out of his hands. Lost control of it, so La Pryor is going to maintain possession. Ball swung over to the far side. Coming back across the timeline is La Pryor, and Omar Martinez is going to drive into the paint, puts a bucket up and in good. Finally getting that backside help on that pressure. They spread out wide, and now Knippa's got a lot of floor to cover with only 2 guys against 3 once they get it into the middle. Suarez swings it back over to Reed Willis. Near sides, Ryan Santos receives it down to the corner. Danny Garza puts up a long 3 and into the hands of Omar Martinez, and he's going to be fouled by Tyler Suarez. Javi Quiroga coming in for Ryan Santos. Ball down into the short corner for Michael Martinez. Nice hustle plays by George Valdez. Tried to throw it off of Reed Willis, but he maintained control of it. Back up top to Javi Quiroga. Just under 6 minutes to go. Knippa 36 to La Pryor 24. There's a swing to Quiroga. Launches a 3 into the hands of Omar Martinez for La Pryor. Good looking 3, just swirled in and out. Here comes the trap. He comes across the timeline, and oh, nice feed. Had a nice inbound entry. And Omar kicked it back out, and he didn't realize he had the lane wide open. A nice transition break there for Pryor. Michael Martinez top the three-point line. Feeds it down into Omar. Spin move into the paint, and there's John Ruiz, which secures the rebound out to Quiroga. He's pushing it down the right side. He gets into the paint in the middle, kicks it out to the corner. Suarez for three. That's another three by Suarez. Nice feed by Javi Quiroga. 39-24 with 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Championship Saturday on the consolation side of the bracket. So coming into the game is going to be Ryan Santos, and there's a swing over to George Valdez. He launches a three and shoots an air ball. And ball saved by Pryor, but into the hands of Suarez. 4:41 to go. Swing over to Quiroga. Javi, far side. And so Reed Willis, we're going to have a timeout coming up to Pryor with 4:31 to go in the fourth quarter. Knippa up 39-24. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the full timeout. Okay, we're back in action with 4:31 to go. Pryor is going to be bringing the ball down across the front court, having to deal with that trap. And there's a swing and skip pass from Portillo over to Michael Martinez for Pryor. Rebound by Danny Garza. There's Danny again on the boards for Knippa. Has done a good job the last three games. He's had a lot of boards on the offense and defensive side. He finishes well, and to me, he's the nucleus of the defense for them when he comes into the ball game. And there's pressure defense by Ryan Santos. Gets the steal. Oh, and he tried to fire it to Javi Quiroga, but picked off by Joel Martinez. Swings it back over to number 5, Abel Longoria. Long shot by Martinez, and it's out into the hands. There he is again. Danny Garza with the rebound. 3:44 to go. Cameron Santos gets into the paint, swings it back out to Javi Quiroga. Swings it over to Santos, back into the corner. Suarez, nice move to get in the paint, puts up a runner. Again, knocked it over the big man, the little man. Tyler Suarez at 5'8", shoots it over the top of 6'5", the second time. Did it from the right side the first time, now from the left. 3:21 to go in the fourth quarter. Pressure defense, and Javi Quiroga is going to be called for the foul. So Reed Willis and Johnny Redding coming in for Danny Garza and Ryan Santos. So 3:12 to go. Pryor, long three-point shot, and into the hands of Johnny Redding for the Crushers. Ball swung over to Javi Quiroga, swings it back to the near side to Cameron Santos. He gets in the paint, puts it up and under. Trajectory changed by George Valdez. Knippa coming across, gets it to Valdez across the timeline. Going to fire up a long three. In and out. There's Valdez for the rebound. Put back, shot it hard over the backboard. Into the hands of Tyler Suarez, and he's going to be called for the foul. It's going to be number 21. Number 2, actually, Joel Martinez. Ball coming back. Inbound to Javi Quiroga. Trying to do that little James Harden step back from the NBA, and it's a travel in high school. So the Pryor coming to the near side, trying to get the ball across the timeline. That pressure defense has been the change for Knippa. And now we're so going to the line is going to be Pryor after the foul. Shots on the way, and it's off. So rebound to Santos from Knippa. And we're going to have subs coming in. There's Reed Willis, puts up a shot over the big man, but it comes out short. Rebound to George Valdez. And Michael Martinez coming across the timeline with 1:52 to go. Swings it over to the far side to Joel Martinez. Oh, nice move. Up and in. Joel Martinez got a chance for the and one coming up. So nice move for the little guy to get in the paint there and knocks it down. He's going to get a chance for a three-point play at the free throw line. And he knocked it down. Omar Martinez coming in for Pryor to replace George Valdez, and number 2, Tyler Suarez comes out, replaced by Oscar Garza. In there in the game for the first time for Knippa. 1:44 to go. Knippa coming across the timeline, swings it down to Johnny Redding, swings it, and 3 seconds in the lane by Oscar Garza was in the paint, got caught in the lane. $1:34 to go. Knippa 41, Pryor 27. And to the lane is going Joel Martinez, negated there by Knippa. And Omar Martinez puts up a shot, but he's tied by Cameron Santos with 1:18 to go. So Pryor's going to apply a little pressure with 1:18 to go. Santos in the near court, Quiroga and Reed Willis. Johnny Redding waiting across the timeline to get it to the middle, and he penetrates, swings it out to Reed Willis. Reed's going to get it back up top to Cameron, and Knippa's going to go on to be victorious on this one. Just don't know what the final score is going to be. Oh, swing pass, nice pass and dish from number 5. Abel Longoria to Joel Martinez on a nice transition defensive break. So 29-41, 45 seconds to go. Swing pass to Quiroga, and Javi gets it, and he swings it. Tried to swing it. Michael Martinez with a good defensive effort, deflected the ball out of bounds with 39.24. Javi Quiroga gets it up top, 37 seconds. And we're going to have a foul. Sub. Cameron Santos being replaced by number 15, Liam Boone. There's a steal by Joel Martinez from the Pryor, and he's going to go coast to coast. Oh, nice play, but Peter had his hands up. He probably got a block on that. Camille Portillo smartly drove it into the paint. 2 shots coming up to Joel Martinez. And the first one goes up and in. Johnny Redding being replaced by Cameron Santos. Second one on the way, and it's good. So 31-41. 30 seconds ago, Javi Quiroga gets it over to Cameron Santos. Swinging it over to Javi Quiroga with 20 seconds to go. Javi Quiroga coming out, replaced by Tyler Suarez with 15.95 seconds to go. Omar Martinez drives along the baseline with 5 seconds, gets into the short corner, puts up a shot, rebound by Cameron Santos, and that's going to be the final score. The ball game, 41 to Knippa, 31 for Pryor. Again, we're going to turn it over to my brother, public address announcer, to have the all-tournament selections from both teams.
And if I could get your attention to center court here in front of our table, Tournament Director, Ms. Landra Fowler, to make some presentations of the all-tournament selections. From the Bulldogs, we have number 21, Michael Martinez. And from the Rock Crushers, number 3, Danny Garza.
And again, that was all tournament selections for Knippa, Danny Garza, and Michael Martinez from the Pryor. Well-deserved honors for both of those two individuals. Play well and did a good job in this contest. So our next contest will be 11:30 a.m. between the Sabinal Lady Jackets and the Nueces Canyon Lady Panthers. So we'll be back at 11:30. Again, this is Jesse Rubio from the Forge Hall Gymnasium. And thank you, Mr. Gizmo, for letting us be on the video. Appreciate it.